If you're sitting in a corporate job wondering if you can actually replace your salary with coaching, I'm going to give you the exact 12-step roadmap that you can do it right now. Now, this is not some airy-fairy leap of faith. This is a strategic plan that I've used to help hundreds of corporate professionals replace their salary with coaching. Now, why did most corporate leaders or corporate professionals never leave? The reason is almost never because of the money and almost always because of the identity. If you've spent 10, 20, or 30 plus years as an employee in a job, whether it's with one company or with many companies, you have this false sense of security that makes entrepreneurship scary. And I get it. Maybe when you're 25, it's a little easier to do this because as you get older, you got more responsibilities, you've got a family, you've got a mortgage. But the reality is, what you need to focus on more than anything is how do I develop this new identity from employee to entrepreneur and business owner? Because at the end of the day, yes, you're building a coaching business or you're a coach, but you can't be a successful coach if you're not a successful entrepreneur. So that's step one, is getting clear on what is that identity shift going to require? And do you have the courage to take that leap? Now, what does this 12-month roadmap look like? I'm going to break it down very simple. There's 4 stages. Stage 1 is the first quarter. It's months 1 through 3. And this is where you focus on building the foundation before you quit your job. Now, by the end of this video, I don't want any of you to go in and give your notice in your job and just quit because it takes time to build this. Building a coaching business is not a single event. It's not one announcement you make on LinkedIn or on Instagram. It's a process and it does take time. And these first 3 months is about building that foundation. Things like getting clear on your niche, clarifying your message and your offer, building out your coaching program, developing your sales skills so you actually can enroll clients. These are the fundamental non-negotiables that every coach must learn and eventually master to be a successful coach and replace their salary. And your goal during these first 3 months is not to build a 6-figure or 7-figure coaching business. It's to get your first 3 paying clients. Why? Because let's be realistic. Let's be honest here. You're not quitting your job. You're still working 40 or 50 hours a week. How in the world do you expect to have the time to build a 6-figure coaching business on the side? It's going to take time to do that. You're not going to do that the first month, right? And I don't want to discount moonshot goals. I love it. Let's set them. And let's also be practical in this journey of 3 paying clients. Let me ask you, would you be happy? Leave me a comment below if you signed 3 paying clients in the next 30, 60, or 90 days. I'd be shocked if any of you said no. The other thing you want to do during this month 1 through 3 is setting what I call your exit number. And that is, while you're still employed, what's the number? What's the monthly revenue and income you need to generate in your coaching business to make this transition and to leave the corporate job? So let's say you're making $20,000 a month right now. Is it $20,000? Do you need to replace your 100% of your income? Is it more? Because there's going to be expenses. Is it less? Are you comfortable saying, you know what, I don't need to be at $20,000 a month, but if I'm at $10,000 a month and I have 3 months in a row at $10K a month, you know what? I know I didn't fully replace my income, but I can totally do this. I'm in. And then you go quit. Whatever that number is for you, leave me a comment below and let me know what that is. That's it, those first 3 months. You don't need a bunch of complicated funnels. You don't need to run ads. You don't need to build a thriving YouTube channel. You need to master the fundamentals and enroll your first 3 paying clients. Let's get to the next stage, months 4 through 6. This is where you build a repeatable client acquisition system. And this is where funnels and systems do come in. So you need one channel that consistently brings you clients, not 3. Not 5, not trying to be omnipresent like Tony Robbins or Gary Vee or Grant Cardone. Just be on one channel. What is that channel for you? Leave me a comment below. Is it LinkedIn? Is it YouTube? Is it Facebook? Is it Instagram? Is it TikTok? Whatever that platform is, comment below so I know, and focus on developing and building your well, right? A lot of coaches make the mistake of multiple lead source or streams of leads when they haven't even cracked 6 figures yet. And that's going to spread you too thin. It's going to water down your audience. You've got to build that audience on one platform first and then send them to your other platforms. That's the secret. So what's that one platform for you? And yes, that could be a social media platform. And then you connect that social media platform to your lead gen system, to your lead magnet, to your booking page, all of those other things that you need to not just generate traffic, but convert that traffic into leads and to happy clients. My recommendation and the fastest channel to use to start attracting clients for you is first your warm network. And I know that's not scalable, it's not automated, but listen, your first clients are probably going to come from people who know, like, and trust you, or know someone who already know, likes, and trusts you. So that should be the first. And then the second is going to be up to you. It depends on your niche and your offer and where you spend your time and where, most importantly, your clients spend their time. Could be YouTube, could be LinkedIn, could be Instagram, but whatever it is, you want to have that. Now, again, I know I said one, so start with warm referrals. Every single one of you should start with warm referrals. Some of you have a network and you'll generate a bunch of clients from just that alone. We've had a ton of students that have done that. Some, got $3,000 clients. Some added 6 figures in 30 days. True story. Neil, he was already established though. He's light years ahead of most coaches where they're starting, and he had an audience of raving fans, but it's still possible. So that is where you want to start. And if you tell me, Peter, listen, I get it. That'd be great to start there, but I don't have a network and nobody knows me, then guess what? That's not your channel. Your channel is probably going to be one of the social media channels I mentioned. Let's go now to, one other thing. In this stage, build months 4 to 6. You want to start building client testimonials. I call them case study interviews. And this is turning your clients into raving fans. Why? Because in the beginning, you have to rely on your sales skills and your marketing message to attract clients. The best point is when your client success story starts selling your coaching. If you go to our website, you'll see a library of dozens of case study interviews with all of our clients. These are not just written testimonials that are made up. These are videos with the client speaking about their breakthrough working with us. That is what I'm talking about. Do you need dozens in the beginning? No, you need 1, right? And you can share that, and then 2. And then over time, you start developing that. But that also builds some accountability to you as the coach to make sure that you're over-delivering and you're actually facilitating transformation for that client. Now let's move to the next stage, which is months 7 through 9. Months 7 through 9 is about stacking income and building your runway. So at this stage, the whole goal is how do I over-deliver on what I promised for my current clients? How do I turn that client into a raving fan so that they refer others and share testimonials? And then how do I get new clients so I can stack revenue? And at this stage, you probably are at around $8,000 to $10,000 a month if you do this the right way. And then you could be beyond that at this stage, but on average, it's kind of where it's at, right? Somewhere between 7 to 12 months is where people hit that 6-figure mark. And then you're starting to really replace your income. And you can either choose to say, okay, now's the time to take some of my hours back from corporate and dedicate more to the coaching. Maybe it's to stick in corporate just a little bit longer until you fully replace your income. Or maybe it's, today's the day. It's my freedom day. I'm going to give my notice, which is one of the most exciting days of your entire life when that happens. And I can't wait to celebrate with you. So here we stack income, we build the runway. Here you also want to think about building your group coaching model, not just one-on-one. Why? Because one-on-one is limited, right? If you're working 40, 50 hours a week in a corporate job, are you really going to have the time outside of that to take on 10 one-on-one clients? You're not. So maybe you take on 2 or 3 one-on-one clients. Maybe you take on 5 one-on-one clients, but that's pretty much the ceiling. From there, you want to build a one-to-many leverage group coaching program. And that lifts the ceiling. So now you can have 10 clients, 20 clients, and it's not requiring more of your time. So that model is something we would help you with inside of Fearless Coach Academy. And here's where you want to start really marketing your testimonials on LinkedIn, on the other channels, so that you can start having your clients shouting your name from the rooftops and bringing you more leads. Then months 10 through 12 is where you make the decision to take the leap. This does require courage. It does require faith. It does require self-trust. It doesn't require confidence. You see, confidence is a result, not a requirement. And if at this stage you're not feeling confident, which some people aren't, waiting around for that is not going to help. That 12 months is going to turn into 12 years or longer. And the last thing you want at this stage is to put this much time and effort into it. So you will need to take the leap before you even feel ready. And it comes down to a decision. It comes down to a hypothesis that you set, a declaration that you make, and a commitment that you implement. And that's my invitation for you, is to develop the courage, the self-trust to make this transition. You're clearly not doing this overnight. You're doing this strategically. You're not winging it. This is in month 10 to 12. This is not month 1 or 2, but this is the time when you want to do that. Keep in mind, confidence is a result, not a requirement. If you want my step-by-step roadmap for launching this business so you can collapse these 12 months into even less time, then just comment checklist below and you can download my coaching business launch checklist or click the link in the description and you can snag it there as well. And if you want help mapping out your corporate exit plan, this is your step-by-step process customized to you so that your transition can happen smoother, then I invite you to schedule a complimentary business brainstorm call with me. We'll help you clarify your vision, we'll help develop a plan, and you can implement the plan on your own if you want, or if you want to know what it looks like to work with us, we can share the details and see if it's a fit. Now, lastly, before I wrap up this video, I have a quick ask, and that is, if you found this to be useful and valuable, then subscribe to the channel. That way you never miss a future video. So do that now, and if you found this video to be useful, check out my next video up here next.